can barely walk. My feet are in so much pain.
Taking a little ride on the pain train again. We made it to Thunderstruck Road. I feel like I could go out and run a 50-miler right now if this pain would go away. So now I'm in a deep low, wondering how I'm even gonna finish. I'm hurting. It's a roller coaster ride out here, folks. Well, I've arrived. I'm here at Eagle Lake, the home of Morehead University. I'm parked right down the hill here, and I thought I'd take a little walk and check out the trail conditions. No crunchy leaves this time, that's for sure. It is a little muddier than I thought it would be, but you know, it has been raining off and on all day, so I kind of expected that. And I wanted to get out and, you know, move the legs a little bit. I might take a little mile walk just to keep things moving and loose. As soon as I finish up this little walk, I'll be heading back to my little cabin in the woods that I have been so graciously given to stay in tonight. So looking forward to showing you those accommodations here shortly, as soon as I finish my little walk. That was a nice little 1-mile walk around the Eagle Lake Loop. Felt good to get out and stretch and move and keep limber. Now we're heading back to the cabin. So I was very fortunate and blessed to be offered to stay in a cabin tonight. Jordan Burns, who lives and works in the Red River Gorge, had a connection with one of the trail maintainers in the northern 70-some miles of the Cave Run chapter of the Sheltowee Trace, and they have hooked us up, me and Jordan, with a cabin tonight. So originally we were going to stay at the Clark Farm Shelter. You know, it's nice because you can get out of the weather, but you can't beat an actual cabin. So here it is. It's a bit small, but I'm not complaining. It's a nice, warm, dry place to lay my head tonight, to hopefully get a great night's rest and be ready to roll bright and early tomorrow morning. So we're about a quarter mile down this lane from Morehead, which is right down that way. I thought this might be a good time to show you real quick what all I have packed in my truck for my crew to help take care of me over these next 6 days. So I just brought this tote from home. I store a lot of my gear in it. So, you know, I got my tent and hammock, 2 quilts. I got a 20-degree quilt here and a 55-degree quilt there, a Nemo pad, a tarp, you know, my switchback pad. I got everything I need in there, tent stakes, stuff like that. On this side, I have all my electrolytes, energy gels, Tailwind, Scratch, some candy, supplements I'll be taking every day. Everything is marked. So this bag says no caffeine. There's all my repellents, including air horns and dog spray. You know, pills and creams, things for my stomach, caffeine and electrolytes and salt. You know, all those goodies in there. Here's one of my 2 coolers. You know, I brought some apple cider from home, some blueberries that go in my protein shake every morning. You know, I got a whole bunch of different kinds of soups I picked up at Costco. These things are amazing. Butternut squash raviolis. What else is down there? There's all kinds of good stuff buried down there. Eggs, sausage, pre-cooked bacon. Here's the second cooler. A whole cut up watermelon, some chocolate milk, orange juice, carrots, guacamole, single serve yogurt packets to go in my shake every morning with my eggs. I got some sandwich meat and cheese down there, hamburger, sausage links. Got a table for the guys to set up on and cook with, so they don't have to just do everything on the tailgate. All kinds of drinks, Coke and ginger ale, Red Bull, peanut butter jelly, maple syrup, honey, pickles, tea, some Honeycrisp apples from home, 2 different kinds of chips, oatmeal, protein bars, bread, chicken noodle soup, bananas for my shake, nuts, plates, maltodextrin, protein powder, a way to blend up my shakes, a pan to cook my soup in, skillet to cook with, some extra Tupperware containers, Epsom salts for my foot bath to use in this tub if needed, maps, all kinds of headlamps, toilet paper, lights, tripods, a little muscle massager down there, Crocs, puffy coat, fleece, water, boot dryer, paper towels, extra bags, extra camping gear that I just brought with me to use on the way home, some moccasins, trekking poles. Here's my running vest, a towel, rain skirt, collapsible cup here inside my light AF fanny pack, you know, gloves, hats, gaiters, an orange vest because it's hunting season, a chamois cloth to dry my tent, a hat, 7 pairs of shoes, more water, a cooler if I need to mix up any tailwind. And there's still many more things I was unable to point out that are buried in the bottom of these tubs that I probably missed. But you get the idea. It takes a ton of gear to do a supported FKT. So hopefully I have this organized well enough for the guys to be able to sort through and keep me fed, hydrated, and comfortable on the trail. As far as the clothes go, I got everything in this duffel bag. I have, I think, 6 pairs of shirts, several pairs of long sleeves, probably 6 or 7 pairs of shorts down there, about 5 pairs of underwear, 12 pairs of socks, and then in this bag are my sleeping clothes. So this is like a clean t-shirt, you know, a nice little pair of comfy shorts and socks to sleep in. So yeah, I brought everything I could for this FKT. Well, we just got back from eating a nice Italian dinner in Morehead and just getting everything laid out for tomorrow, everything that I'll be wearing. And I'm gonna show Jordan, who's gonna be crewing me tomorrow. He's finally here joining me for this. And I've been showing him everything in the back of my truck, and I'm gonna show him how to make my breakfast shakes and kind of just give him a lay of the land of how I have everything packed in my bag. So if it ever comes to a point where I'm almost incapable of picking out my own clothes, you know, I can tell him, hey, this is what I want, and go find it. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but you never know. You gotta be prepared for anything. All right, gonna get things finalized here, so we're ready to roll bright and early tomorrow morning, and I'll see you at the trailhead at 7 a.m. Alrighty, folks, I am back here at the northern terminus of the Sheltowee Trace once again for round 3 of the fastest known time. Today I'm going fully supported. I have a crew of 3 great guys here to help me along the trail. I'll introduce you to all of them once it's daylight, but it's just about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be hitting the trail here in a few minutes. I'm really excited, and I'm not really nervous. I've had a lot of people ask me, don't you feel nervous getting ready to go into something like this? I feel like I've done this enough times now that I don't feel even as nervous as I do during an ultra race. So I feel confident, I'm fit, I'm healthy right now. We have great trail conditions. What more could you ask for? It's 46 degrees right now. We're gonna have cloudy, maybe a few drizzles here and there throughout the week, but I mean, you can't ask for better fall weather. It's gonna be in the 60s every day and lows in the 40s, so that is my kind of hiking weather. So I'm really looking forward to getting back on the trail and tackling this thing once again. I will keep you posted and updated along the trail. Thanks for joining me. So today is Sunday, October 15th, 2023. It's 7 a.m. Let the games begin. All right, I'm ready to do this. Let's go. I'll see you at the Clark Farm. There we go! Woo! All right, buddy. See you in 9 miles. Well, an official good morning here on day 1 of the Sheltowee Trace supported FKT. I'm only 4 miles in, just getting started. I thought this would be a good time now that it's daylight to give you a quick rundown of my strategy. Okay, I just came up a hill. I'm trying to catch my breath. Turned the camera on too soon. All right, so my plan today is just to go to Creak Campground, which is 51 miles. I want to ease into this a little bit. Since I didn't start till 7 a.m., gonna be a little difficult for me to put in a 65-mile day. And I always seem to get a kind of a distressed stomach when I push beyond that on day 1 or 2. Well, specifically day 1. So I'm not trying to do any crazy pace right now. I want to ease into this thing. I got plenty of time to get to Clear Creek tonight. I'm not really shooting for any 10 or 11 minute miles. It's not necessary. 12 to 18 is kind of that sweet spot for me. If I can keep in that 15 to 17 minute miles, I'll be doing really well. That's easy on day 1 and 2. It's going to start getting harder and harder as things progress further in the week. So that is a quick spiel of my plan. Time to get moving. Beautiful out. Fall colors are really starting to pop. I feel like I'm hitting the weather window just right. All right, I'm here at the Clark Farm Shelter. That's where we stayed last year. And there's my truck. Oh, there he is.
What's up, buddy?
Jordan Burns, everybody, who lives and works in the Red River Gorge and is my #1 crewman today for the first 25 miles.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Right on pace. Exactly 2 hours right now.
Wrestling, brother.
All right, let's get caloried up and back on the move.
Got the water in your throat and ready.
All right. How about let's dig out a chewy granola bar of some kind, protein bar or something, and maybe a salt tablet. I'm thinking about leaving my vest behind. Do you know how many miles is the Holly Fork? I mean, I have maps. We
Not
just need to
far
get them
at
out.
all.
2? It's 2 or 3 miles, I think. So I think I'm going to ditch this in my Cooey and maybe dry my back off a little bit. And I'll just chug some water and tailwind right now, and then 2 miles with just a t-shirt. That'll feel nice. It's very comfortable out. It was 46 when I started. It might be getting close to 50, but a little too hot for the Cooey. A very familiar section that I think I film in just about every Sheltowee video out here on this cow pasture, because you got to watch your step every now and then. Man, that was fast. I'm already here at Holly Fork, and took like 15 minutes, I think. All right, we're gonna get the vest back on, get hydrated, keep on moving. Hey guys.
Yes.
All right, guys, we got 2 through-hikers, section hikers that start at Natural Bridge heading Nobo. Methuselah. Walking Crumb. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Likewise.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your hike.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you. All right, we're here at Holly Fork. The infamous slippery steps that I fell on during my Big Turtle Ultra, and this rickety suspension bridge crossing the Holly Fork. It is slick today. Thanks, Jordan.
I am Jordan. I'm one of the support crew, and this is actually my first time meeting Jason. Just yesterday when we started this attempt, and we've talked for years. Jason helped me plan my first through hike on the Sheltowee, and now I've done it 3 times, which is part of the reason Jason reached out to me. So I have a lot of experience crossing this swinging bridge, and yeah, it's really cool being here on the Sheltowee with Jason on an FKT. Typically I've watched these on his YouTube videos, so it's surreal standing here with him, going across the swinging bridge, watching him run down the trail, and I think he's got it. I have full faith in this man, and I'm about to drive down and meet him at the forestry road about 3 miles from here, and so far everything's going great.
I thought I'd take a quick moment to explain how I prepared and trained for this 343-mile trek. So this is my third, if I complete this, this will be my 3rd through hike and 3rd FKT on the Sheltowee. I attempted it last November and only made it to mile 111 and had to bail. So after that, it's kind of been eating away at me, knowing that I'm capable of finishing it and capable of setting the fastest known time. And I really wanted to get back out there, but I kind of just tried to put it out of my mind because I knew I needed to focus on other things in my life other than training and FKTs and get back to my first love, my first passion, backpacking, which I will be after this for sure. But the way I prepared for this, about 7 months ago, I finally made a conscious decision to focus on this FKT and really start training for it. And I've put in a little over 1,000 miles. I hired a coach for the last 5 months, who's helped me train properly. And I just feel really focused and in tune with what I need to do to make this happen. So we'll see how things shake out. It's a lot easier said than done, but I have a good feeling about this attempt and ready to give it all I got. All right, we're going to be exiting the woods for a little while and getting on a forest road here in a little bit after we cross I-64.
Stuck with me for a little while.
Yeah.
Got you a sandwich,
all right,
water and tailwind ready.
I think I'm good on these, so we'll just hang on to these tailwinds to hand to me somewhere on the forest road.
Perfect.
Crossing I-64 with a peanut butter and jelly. Got about a 5-mile forest road run now. Right here is the Big Dog Branch aid station during the Big Turtle Ultra. This forest road is nice because my truck can haul my vest and pull ahead every mile, stopping for me to give me what I need. Makes the run really easy through this section. What a glorious day. We got some sun peeking through the clouds and some blue sky. I love it. I was not expecting to see any sun or blue sky today, so I'm very pleased. I think there's a 50% chance of rain tomorrow, and then decent weather all week until Friday, so I might be getting wet on my final day, but by that time I'll be ready just to plow through anything that comes at me to finish up. I feel like I'm hitting the fall colors just right. Look at those beautiful reds. And I'm glad it's not any further along, because then you're dealing with deep leaf litter in spots. It's easy to slip and fall or roll an ankle or stub your toe on a rock or a root, so this is perfect. And it's just late enough that the spiders are gone. Just look at how this day turned out. Incredible. Oh my. I am so blessed to have this weather from FKT. Less than 4 miles down to Morehead. All right, our final aid stop before heading back into the woods to Morehead. Oh, we just hit mile 20, our first little milestone of the day. Feeling great. Here I am at Eagle Lake at Morehead State University. Just hit 24 miles and I got an aid stop just up ahead here, about a quarter mile. Feeling really good. Feel like I'm just getting warmed up. Made it to Morehead. Quick aid stop and back on the move. All right. Doing good, man. Just making my way through Morehead. Not much further. Very peaceful out here and absolutely gorgeous. Coming up on mile 28. Feeling perfect. We're gonna keep on rolling. Gonna change out my socks here before I re-enter the woods on the way to Cave Run Lake. Chris brought me a small cup of coffee. Just the caffeine boost I need to make it to Cave Run.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, thanks guys. Not going that way, but I would like to see that someday. Oh, about 3.5 miles down to Cave Run Lake.
Sorry if there's road noise, but on the way to meet up with Jason and the guys. So I should be there probably 10 tonight, where we're supposed to be setting up for the night. Things may change. I've got to check, look a little closer, see where we think we're going to be, see if we're going to stay at the planned spot or not, because the problem is that spot has 0 cell phone reception. So if we're going to go past that, I need to know before there, because I don't really want to drive all the way down there and then find out they're not there.
Still working my way down to Cave Run, probably less than 3 miles, but I had a few thoughts I wanted to share real quick. I am thoroughly enjoying my time out in the woods, even though it's a speed hike challenge for an FKT, and it's gonna be brutal at times and hurt, and I'm gonna feel like quitting. I keep telling myself that this is the last time that I'm going to ever attempt a fastest snow time on the Sheltowee. I may come back and backpack it and enjoy a leisurely trip of sightseeing and camping on the trail. But as far as fastest known times go, this is it. So I have to make it count. So I'm just enjoying the moment, being in the moment, and just taking it all in. And I know it's gonna be bad, but right now it's so good. And I keep thinking about how it's gonna feel if I get to the end. I gotta make myself get there. Short of a broken bone that prevents me from walking, I've gotta get there. Man, I want this bad. You know, in a way, this journey on the Sheltowee for the fastest snow time is going to close out a chapter in my life. Yes, I'm still gonna run ultra races. I'm still gonna challenge myself and maybe even do some shorter FKTs. But I'm gonna be 50 years old in December. And I'm gonna be focusing more of my energy in other things like RV camping around the country with my wife. You know, just things that maybe I've neglected a little bit over the last few years. Gosh, I start getting emotional thinking about it. I'm gonna be a basket case by the end of this journey. Holy crap. Man, I love my wife so much, and I have so many plans for us together in our future. Things we want to do and things we want to see, and you know, FKTs is not really a part of that for me. And she knows that, and I think she supports that idea. So, yep, turning over a new leaf when I turn 50, and the Sheltowee FKT will not ever be part of it again. You probably can't see it through the camera, but there's Cave Run Lake. Less than a mile down to the visitor center, and I got a bowl of hot soup waiting for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Jason Wish, going for the FKT. He's made it all the way to Cave Run Lake.
Well, here I am again, back at Cave Run Lake. And I say this on every video. It feels like I'm visiting an old friend. But isn't that beautiful? Wow. And somewhere over there, it's probably that right there are the Twin Knobs. There's a nice campground over there. There's lots of nice campgrounds around this area. But I got one of my crew with me, pacing me. This is Chris Simo, right?
Yes, sir.
Simo Simonson. So he's gonna be walking and jogging with me into the darkness as we make our way to Clear Creek Campground, about 13.5 miles away. All right, Simo's got my water, my pullover, and I have nothing but my vest. We are entering the woods on our way to Clear Creek. Thank you, Jordan.
Sir. You're very welcome.
See you down at the campground.
Have fun, guys.
The Cave Run Lake horse trails are in phenomenal shape today. I cannot believe it. No complaints here. I think it's because it's so dry. So no post holes, no big horse trail ruts. It's actually a pretty nice trail. You just gotta watch your step every now and then. A lot of horse poo out here.
Hello everyone. Welcome to a day in the life of a Sheltowee Trace support crew member. I'm Jordan, and I'm currently sitting at the Clear Creek Campground waiting for Jason and Chris, who are running from Cave Run Lake to here right now. Jason is still trying to decide whether or not he's gonna camp here or push on closer to Red River Gorge tonight. So I'll be waiting here to make him dinner and to possibly run with him for another 10 or more miles after this. And in the meantime, I'm sitting here eating potato chips and playing on my phone and reminiscing. This is my third time on the Sheltowee Trace, and Yeah, I can remember very clearly all 3 times passing through here, and it's really cool being back on the trace from this perspective, where I'm not having to carry weight, but still supporting something awesome. And I'm still very curious and excited what Jason can accomplish. And yeah, I'm very curious what's going to happen when they roll into camp here in about 2 to 3 hours. Stay tuned.
Just hit mile 50. Pretty big milestone for today. It's 12.5 hours, so I'm way ahead of schedule. I thought this was going to take me 14 hours. So things are going really well. I feel good. We are on our final mile down to Clear Creek Campground, where Jordan's waiting with lots of good food because I'm starving.
Hello again. I am at Clear Creek still, but now I have already prepared dinner and got things set up for Jason and Chris to come back. Got this awesome camp stuff that Chris brought. Got Jason's clothes and food and my gear ready just in case I need to run. Got the big rig loaded down with all Jason's gear. Got some jazz music playing while I'm waiting on them. And I'm actually gonna walk toward the trail they're coming from and see if I can see them. I left them about 3 hours ago at Cave Run Lake, and it was just over 12 miles to get here. And Jason seems to be averaging 4 miles an hour at least. So I would not be surprised if they come bounding out of the woods. Another turtle. But no sign of Jason and Chris yet. To be continued. So we're back, and I see headlamps, which means that's probably Jason and Chris. Unless there's some other crazy people out here running on the trail at, gosh, what time is it? 8 o'clock at night. Nice work, gents. How was it?
Nice. I'm starving.
The dinner's ready?
All right. All right, I'm at Clear Creek Campground. I just got done stuffing my face with some butternut ravioli. The shell's made of butternut squash, and the inside is like a cheesy caramelized onions. They're amazing. Here it is.
Nice.
So that was tonight's dinner with some pickled chips, some pickles, some Coke.
Probably need some Oreos, Jason.
Oh yes, I'll grab a couple Oreos for the road. Now we're just waiting on Chris to get back over here. He's over his car right now getting his camping gear because we have decided to not stay here. We're at mile 51. We're gonna push on another 9 miles, try to get to mile 60 and get down to 1274 and then go look for a campsite. Well, we got a campsite picked out. We're just gonna hop in a truck and drive a couple miles to get to it. Alrighty, time for this brutal climb up out of Clear Creek. I'm not looking forward to this.
All right, sorry about the poor quality, but I'm in the car. So we are at the Red Barn where the trail comes out, waiting for Jason and Chris. And hopefully they'll be here any minute now. We've got camp set up just a little bit down the road, and then we will settle in for the night. Last I heard, we were probably moving again at 4 a.m., so. They're switchbacking down the mountain. You can see the little headlight blips. Gonna be a 60-mile day for today.
What's the scoop, guys?
I've got your tent and your bed set up 8 minutes down the road at Dock Hollow.
Yes. Him on the mouth. I was hoping you were gonna have it all set up for me. Like you mean it. Awesome. Woo!
And I got you a Leonidas.
How's it going, brother?
Good, how you doing?
Good. I feel good, man. Here we are at an undisclosed location. Now, where are we, guys?
Dock
You don't know.
Hollow.
What is it?
A place called Dock Hollow.
Dock Holler.
Just outside of Frenchburg.
Okay, we're just outside of Frenchburg at Dock Holler. I finished running tonight back that way 3 miles, and when you came up here, this is where a campsite's at. So I made 60 miles, and Chris had a big day, about 23, I think. And then and our third member of our crew showed up today, Leonidas.
Right. Only took me 8 hours.
Good to see him. Yeah, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Good grief. So we got all 3 of us here tomorrow and the next day, and then Chris will be leaving us. So we got a great crew for the next 2 days. I'm tired. my tent set up. I'm gonna finish chugging this protein shake down here on my truck tailgate, and I'm gonna hit the sack. See you guys for day 2 on the Sheltowee Trace, bright and early tomorrow morning.
In the next episode, after only getting 1 hour of sleep, day 2 begins with a bit of rain, but the sun reappears for the second half of the day. We push on through the Red River Gorge, Natural Bridge State Park, and the long road walk known as the Heidelberg March. My crew did a great job pacing me and keeping me well fed with lots of good food. Throughout the day, we encountered several river crossings and intimidating dogs.
This is our soundtrack on the Heidelberg March.
By the end of the day, I was feeling that an ankle issue and the foot pain that I was having could possibly end my attempt.
This could definitely jeopardize my ability to continue.
Come along and join us for day 2, coming up next on the beautiful Sheltowee Trace.